Hi, it's Mitch from Pickdawgz.com here with your free pick in the Stanford versus Oregon college football matchup on Saturday, September 30th, 2023. Of course, it's my favorite day of the week during my favorite time of the year. It's College Football Saturday here on YouTube. I do tons of free pick videos, so be sure to subscribe to our channel. We do free picks every day at sportschatplace.com, pickdawgz.com, right here on YouTube, as well as across social media and our live shows. And when you give out that many free picks, you're bound to like some games more than others. And to find out which games those are, as well as to get best bets from the world's best handicappers, head on over to our website, pickdawgz.com. Just click on the Premium Picks tab. While you're there, use the discount code PICK. You'll get 15% off all of your purchases of $19 or more. We now also have the Pick Dawgz Dime Club and sharp trading plays, and while these aren't for everyone, if you feel they might be for you, larger better, call or text the number. You'll talk to a live person. They'll answer all the questions you might have. Of course, no obligation, but let's get to this one. Stanford taking on Oregon, and last week the Oregon Ducks went on national television in the spotlight game of the day on a monster card of games, probably the most watched game, and they just absolutely dismantled Coach Prime's Colorado Buffaloes on both sides of the ball, whipping the Buffs in the trenches and absolutely putting just a ton of pressure on Shedeur Sanders, and in the other side of it, running hog wild on that Buffalo defense. And that's what they call a boat race, right? It's the terminology that they use. It was 42-0 before the Buffs ever knew what hit them. And I'll tell you, that way, well, when a team comes off a very public win like that, you kind of have to keep an eye out for them the next week, especially playing in a conference game on the road against Stanford, who is one of the worst Stanford teams I've seen in quite some time. These guys absolutely stink. They did get that win out in Honolulu against Hawaii, but outside of that, oh man, they lost to Sacramento State outright as they were only 6.5 point favorites against Sac State. They lost to Arizona, 13-point dogs in that one. They covered the spread, but losing to Arizona. And that game against USC, I was in Vegas. I pretty much lost my pants on that game, 58-10. We were getting 30-something points. We were getting 28 in that game. Boy, not even a whiff of a cover by Stanford. This, like I said, one of the worst Stanford teams we have seen. I believe that there is going to be a lot of public action here, though, on Oregon after that win over Colorado. I think a lot of people give Oregon a lot of credit now that they won that game. But, of course, Oregon, a different duck at Autzen Stadium than they are on the road. A totally different team. The thing is this a play on Oregon, or are we just willing to bet against Stanford? I think that's what this one really comes down to. And we know that these conference games, well, they always are just, much tougher than what the records state. But Oregon, I honestly believe they're going to slaughter Stanford in this one too. I'm going to take Oregon, and that's going to be my free pick. Of course, while you're doing your picks today, putting your bets in, be sure to use our free betting tools at sportschatplace.com. Our betting tools, 100% free in the way they work. They show you just how often all the bets on the board today actually hit. Then they show you today's odds, and from there, you can assess the risk-reward, putting yourself on the bets that come in the most and pay the most. That's how you make money betting on sports.